Hello and welcome to She Who Speaks Truth. I'm Aquaria Ra, your channel and your truth speaker. Da-da-da-da. And I'm so happy to be back for this amazing episode with one of my dearest sisters, someone I super, super love. She's bomb ass. She's super amazing at what she does too. And I've recently just actually started working with her myself. So I'm super excited to have her share more of her knowledge. Without further ado, you're like, okay, who's she talking about? I'm going to introduce you to my beautiful sister, Ombiya Ra, who is the creatrix and leader of Crypto Queens, which is now Crypto Kingdom, because her and her beautiful partner, Fab, who live near Ashland, Oregon, they are currently on an amazing farm living out their dream life, are leading all of us newbies or scarebees through this new financial system, which is crypto, financial freedom, sovereignty. It obviously crypto means so much more, but if you're someone like me who was like, what the hell is crypto and how do I do it and how do I get into it and like, what do I do? Well, all I can say is that Ombi has been insanely amazing. She did a session with me the other day and I just was like, oh my God, what have I been waiting for? Like, what's going on? So without further ado, let me invite Ombiya on so we can talk to her more about this incredible, juicy, financially abundant, sovereign topic, crypto investment. Ombiya! Let's call her in. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, love. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. It is so amazing to have you here with me today. It's super juicy. I'm so grateful. I tell me a little bit about crypto, babe. Like, what's up with crypto?
Wow, there's so much up with crypto, as you can imagine, since it is now becoming more and more popular, and just recently became Bitcoin and Ethereum are now ETFs, so you can buy them on the stock market. So this is huge, right? Crypto went from being like a total scam where people were like, that's only for drug users and et cetera, et cetera. And now it's becoming like a known asset, right? You can even buy using Bitcoin at the farmers market in Costa Rica. El Salvador has created Bitcoin as a legal tender. You know, there's just so much news around crypto because everything is going digital.
Yeah.
Books, movies, music. So it's just it's just a matter of time before this really goes just so viral. Right now, the US is, taking a lot of people to court, trying to sue people because there's no regulation. This is a gray area. This is something that we have never had to face before. And so now it just can't be stopped. It's a movement that can't be stopped. And you know why it's so empowering is because it's giving the power back to the people. It's helping us claim our financial sovereignty because we right now are in such a system that's so centralized. It's ruled by one entity. It's like this, 1%, the elite, as they say, the banking system that really has so much control over the people, right? People don't even know, but I know on this podcast, I can actually speak the truth of what's happening, which is I'm not, most people here aren't, but a lot of the world is enslaved.
Right.
With money.
Manipulated, controlled,
and that's
and
what
enslaved.
we're Yes, and that's really what's going on. And many people don't see or want to see, but we have to start speaking these big truths and bringing the darkness to the light if we're going to make any change and we're going to, empower ourselves and reclaim our birthright, which is abundance. And I know in my soul that crypto has literally came here to support us in creating our dreams and these new earth communities that so many of us have been envisioning, feeling, intuitive into seeing in our plant medicine journeys and everything, because we're all so interconnected, even though we are living in two realities, right? The collective and then our individual, and then they merge. But I really feel like right now, it is the time. You do not want to ignore this any longer.
Right.
Because there's a window and a timing for everything.
Absolutely. Wow. Yes.
Mhm.
Timing is key. I think that's the key nugget here, is that this is
Mhm.
why I'm calling you on. Not in a state of urgency, because we don't do urgency as feminine leaders, but just
Mhm.
through our intuitive knowledge, knowing that I know that this is the time. Like, you know, like with our own personal journey, I've been contacting Ombiya since like what, the beginning of it, like actually like end of last year, saying, hey, I want
Mhm.
to get into crypto, I want to get into crypto. And she's like, okay, there's this group that we lead, there's this and that. But it's just something was kind of still feeling like, not right now. And then just recently, I think I contacted you. I was like, hey, here's my hand, like take it and do it with me. And once we had that session together, because you do obviously private sessions, once you did that private session with me and we did it on one-on-one, which is my way of working, right? Because some people don't want groups, some people want you on their own, like myself. I was like, wow, I was blown away. And it really has opened me. I was, okay, for everyone who's listening, I was super skeptical about crypto. I was like, no, it's not a scam, but more it's like, it's too much gambling, and you just lose too much money, and like I don't know if you actually make it. And even though I've got friends who've literally bought mansions and jets with the crypto, right? But still, like it didn't feel approachable for me, right? Personally, maybe it's my money fears, my money blocks, whatever. But all I can say is that since our last one-on-one around crypto, you have really inspired me and made me realize that actually most of my dreams are going to come true through investing in crypto with you guys as my guides right now. And that's actually going to help me to really serve even my spiritual purpose in a much bigger way. Like, I think a lot of coaches and people in the spiritual world find it hard because they want to serve, right? And yet we're equating too much of like our money that has to come in to our purpose or our service. And it doesn't always work out. And then it feels like, oh, well, this is not my service. Whereas I believe that crypto's come in to actually really like support us in our service, actually.
Mhm. Yeah, I really feel that too. And I don't look at crypto as a get rich quick thing at all, but it's a way for people to get their money to work for them. So you don't always have to be exchanging time for money,
Right.
right? Time we don't get back. Time is the most important thing. So it's like, how do we, um, when we receive money, when we have money, how do we make that money multiply? And crypto is a beautiful way to do that. And I will say that it has been getting harder and harder to make the crazy gains like we've seen in the last 12 years because of regulations coming in, because obviously when things are newer, and you get to buy at better prices, then you get to sell at higher prices. This is a slow moving thing, but I can tell you in the next 5 years, this industry is going to explode and you do not want to be left behind. Imagine getting to invest in like the Google or Amazon or one of these big companies at the beginning. That's what we're seeing in crypto, because right now in crypto, there's still so many people who are so hesitant, don't believe in it, speculating. Even my parents, who have seen me living off of crypto gains for almost 4 years now, they're still skeptical because there's so much fear, there's so much
Of
talk,
course.
there's been, so much negative play around it because it is risky. You do need to know what you're doing. You need an education. You need a mentorship. You don't just go investing and buying in things because your friend told you so. That's why it has such a bad rap, right? Because everyone wants
Oh,
to make money quick. Everyone
right.
likes gambling. It's fun, it's exciting. And I don't teach crypto that way. It's boring, it's slow, but it makes sense. And I mean, it's really reclaiming your sovereignty. If you want to be fully sovereign, it needs to be in every area of life.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's also, like you said, like it's not that fast track. I think that's the new shiny object syndrome. Like people want to make money fast. People want to do these digital marketing fast. People want fast results. People want, even with enlightenment and healing, people just want to do like a masterclass and I'm healed. And it's like, oh my God, like I'm 42. It's like I can say from my life experience that it's like it's a lifelong journey to reclaim yourself and your sovereignty. And I'm not saying you need 42 years to make money on crypto, but what I am trying to say is at least, those who are skeptical just because, yeah, like they're like, I mean, I was like that. I was like, I think I first asked like, hey, how can I make money fast? And like, or just start getting a passive income. And there was this, and it was good, right? It was good to be just like, hey, like, you're gonna make it and do really well, but you're just gonna have to like relax, like let it happen in the background, like don't, and I would say also, like with crypto, like anything else, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? You also want to like learn with the right people, diversify things, and there's always going to be some sort of risk. Life is risk. If you don't take risk, how do you even gain? Like, it's not just crypto. It's like starting a new job or moving to a new country. Like, I'm moving to a new country right now. Like, it's a risk. I don't know what it's going to be like or what's going to happen, or if tomorrow that country decides to have a pandemic or whatever. But we have to take these calculated risks. And obviously when you work with people like yourself who like immersed in it for years, like I do feel more, let's say, confident going in with someone like you, because I know that, like, well, you have experience, right? Just like people who want to come learn stuff that I'm experiencing will feel confident taking my advice, right? And vice versa.
Definitely, definitely. And what I'm also blessed to have is like, I have my own mentor, with this, which is my husband, who's been in the game for 9 years. And so I really trust him because I've seen how much time he constantly invests in learning and growing and taking in as much information as he can, and then discerning, okay, what aligns with my values? How do we play this safe? Learning from all his mistakes. And that's why I think it's so amazing to get mentorships, and just even the power of the internet, because honestly, you can get someone's wisdom that they spent their entire lives dedicating in like 1 hour. You can get a chunk of it, and it's better, obviously, if you can spend it. Like you said, healing isn't overnight. It's just not one masterclass, but it's amazing that we can learn from each other what people have dedicated their whole lives to learning. You can get those pieces of wisdom and integrate that and help you grow faster. Because I do believe, like, right now, we are growing so quickly. Consciousness is like, it's getting lighter. We're moving into a new frequency, information, technology, everything's becoming very fast. And it's incredible, all of the knowledge that we can acquire. And when you learn from people who are masters and really good at what they do, you can really move faster in your own life and create your dreams. And so it's so cool that we can even share this podcast with, your beautiful people, because we're really bringing in like our lifetimes of codes that we've acquired through all of our trial and error to now.
Absolutely, babe. Thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing that. I mean, we can't deny that we're in massive times of like huge transformation on the planet. Like all our systems and structures are about to break down. We already have heard speculation, although it's not speculation, but that the dollar's about to like crash. There's about to be like bank crashes. We had one. I mean, I remember I was in Paris at the time, about to like go start my job interviewing presidents and prime ministers around the world, and like literally just saw my business. And then the banks fell, like bear one bank is called Bear something. Like my friend actually worked there, like completely overnight went bankrupt. Like, it's not easy. It's not hard for a bank to go bankrupt. I've seen it myself here in Mexico. My bank has held my money hostage for months. I've had my money held hostage in the UK banks for months. I've had lots of banks around the world. I've had friends who've got wires, who've got other banking systems, like just like hold their money, PayPal, Stripe, and just start asking questions, start to like, no, we're not giving your money back. So we're in like really interesting financial times, and it is really important for people to start, like, as you said, like becoming sovereign. For me, it's about empowerment. Like, money is a way they control us, like just like with food, just like with pharmaceuticals, with vaccines, with school, with TV, with fucking everything, right? But this is like your money. Like my body tenses up when I feel like, imagine my money like being lost in those banks overnight. Like if I ever have a thought about it, I'm like, like I have a good lifestyle. Like how would I, like, of course we'd do it, but I'm just saying, like, why not prevent rather than have to deal with what's actually going to happen? Because it's going to happen. Like the one digital currency that's coming out that we all, well, not everyone knows about, but we could maybe just touch on that a little bit. Some as well. But like, yeah, this whole one currency digital money that's now about to like take over the world. And, we see it because England left Brexit, left the did the Brexit thing. I mean, I'm British, right? And like now we're not even part of like Europe anymore. Like all these changes that are the wars that are happening, this is all like the run up to like what they're trying to do, right? This is how they say, oh well, this happened, so now this is going to happen, right? For the people who are asleep over there in the back.
Because they create an issue, a problem, and then they come up with the solution. But that solution actually isn't really a solution. It's just part of their plan because they created the issue.
Totalitarianism.
So, yeah, really. And the thing is, if people don't really know, like, okay, why is holding crypto better than holding money in the banks? And, it's just, again, like we're talking diversification, but why it's important with crypto and why people like crypto is peer to peer. So I can send you money and you can send me money with no third party in between. And that's huge because all of the banks, Venmo, PayPal, exactly, they can lock, they can freeze, they can go bankrupt, and you entrusted them to hold that money. Therefore, it's gone. If it's gone, then it's gone because you don't really own your own keys. But with crypto, you actually own your own keys. There's decentralization happening in crypto, which means that everybody is in control of their own crypto wallet. And people don't even know this because they actually are also using centralized exchanges. So if you're using Binance or Coinbase or any of these apps that are super easy to download, integrate with your bank, super easy to use, these are actually, that's not crypto actually. That's actually not like crypto. That's actually doing the same thing. Right. Yeah, it's just like using another bank. But when you learn decentralized crypto and even know the difference between the two, you're already becoming empowered because you're already understanding the difference between the two. And then you can go and learn, okay, what is decentralization? How do I get a decentralized wallet? What cryptos are actually really decentralized, right? And so as crypto gets more and more popular, obviously the other forces are trying to come in and make it as centralized and as controlled as possible. But there's always going to be the little rebel over here. And that's us. That's how we've gotten this far in life, My life story, you shared your life story. We were just on a masterclass together, which was incredible just a little bit ago. I really highly recommend. I don't know if people can still purchase it, but it's amazing. And, you were going into your story and I was just thinking, wow, like so proud of us because how much change and how much bravery and how much there's so many forces against, us as we were trying to grow, whether that's like our family or old friends or old patterns or addictions, there's so much and you just have to keep changing and shedding and regrowth and shedding those layers again and again and again. And it can be exhausting, but truly I wouldn't have it any other way because it's given me and you so much depth, so much authenticity. Authenticity. Mm-hmm. Yes. And people can feel that we've been and lived many, many lives. So when we're sharing, like you said, we're sharing from our hearts, we're sharing from our service, we're sharing from like, okay, we've figured this out. Yeah. And how many people can we bring with us? Because right now we're like turning the matrix inside out. And that's what I feel like crypto is. It's like the matrix, the whole system that our whole society was built on with banks and money, and it's now getting flipped around where people, right? It's so cool.
Only you could make it exciting. Like I'm telling you, it's been years and years and years of hearing about crypto and feeling really on the edge and just actually feeling sad about the fact that like, oh my, like also not having, honestly, like as a single mom traveling so much time to go into it, right? And like, but that's why I think you're so amazing and the right person for this, like sincerely, one being a woman as well, right? And there's not that many women leading crypto. So you're, and then you've got beautiful, your partner, Fab, behind you, like the hero's gamut, the masculine, feminine, like both of you, he's so experienced. But then you just made it, like you said it was boring, but actually you made it really fun for me the other day. I didn't think it was boring actually, and I get bored very easily. I mean, look at me, but you actually made it really fun and really easy, and you actually really you turned on that button in me that needed to be turned on to understand this, because I think no one's really explaining crypto the way you've just explained it, or explain it, babe, like, which is, you know, it's like we are birthing a new world. Crypto is part of the new world, and it's like, take it or leave it. Like, yes, I still believe my highest currency, no matter what, and I will say from my heart, is like having my land, having my veggie patch, garden, my animals, like my own free flow water, a waterfall, if why not, you know, like community, and being self-sustainable, especially with the up and coming times where there's going to be food wars, like water wars, like, I mean, take it or leave it, people, it's all coming, like it's on its way, right? But what if crypto was my fast track way to, like, fast in the sense, like fast in other ways, to get to that, right? Like, what if in the next couple of years, like if I invest now, couple of 2 years can get like 3, 4, 5 times return on that, invest that back in my property, like I've already bought myself a house with that, I've already done stuff, right? For those who are like on the edge, it's like, yes, I get people on the edge. I was that person, but with the right mentorship and right guidance, it can really get you to like open your consciousness and your awareness around energy, which is money. Money is energy. And this is actually what crypto, I think, is actually starting to show us even more. We thought it was like these banknotes for so long, right? That's part of the manipulation and programming. And then it became more digital, but now crypto is taking it to a whole other level, which is like digital energy, like literal. Like,
Yes. I totally agree. It really, really is. And even when you look at the charts, when you look at the crypto charts, that's what it is. It's literally energy moving. It's people's energy, their emotions, their thoughts of how they're reacting to what they're seeing. Are they selling? Are they buying? Are they, you know, it is literally charted in front of us. It's such a trip. And the thing is that if you really look at it from a whole, from a bigger perspective, and you look at Bitcoin and you look at like pretty much all the cryptos, you can see it's just energy building up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. You know, it's moving, it's getting higher and higher because more people are deciding, oh, this is valuable. Oh, actually, yeah, I want to buy Bitcoin, you know? And the thing is, they can't infinitely print Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. There's literally every maker of a coin decides how many coins there are, which stops inflation, right? It actually, and that's so important because that's why we're going to see this financial collapse, because they keep printing money and it keeps putting the countries more and more in debt to the and guess who has to deal with it when when they don't have any more money and everyone's in debt? The people, right? And so this is really, crypto really is a revolution. It really is. It's for the people because it takes away the middleman, and it's the biggest wealth transfer in history.
It's incredible. And it's real because like people, I mean, you obviously know more than me, but yeah, people have bought homes. I have friends in Bali who are living like millionaire lifestyles through crypto. I mean, I have a girlfriend from school who, through her, like, she has like it's called Center of Excellence. She's like on the online courses. I watched her journey. We're both single moms. She was born in my house actually, and she made, I think, like, I don't know, like $7-8 million online through her business, through getting into Amazon at the right moment. Like really, like she was just right on time, right? Her life path, right? But it's funny, like she's like, oh, as she spoke to me a couple of months ago. She's like, oh, hey, I'm in, I don't know where, blah blah, for a crypto conference. I was like, oh, cool, Italy or somewhere. I was like, cool. She was like, babe, she's like, I've made more in crypto in the last like couple of months than I have made in my whole business over like 6 years. She's like, because she's put her money into crypto and then just like pulled it. So she's just not just living off the money, she's made off the money in crypto. And it's like, you know, of course, like you got to take risks. This is another thing of life though. Like I feel like in what I was saying today in my empowerment codes masterclass, right? When it came to, it's like, I think when I tell my life story, what I'm trying to tell people is like, I took risk. I had courage to jump into the unknown, to like, sometimes it was calculated, sometimes it was just wasn't at times. It was just like, okay, I'm trusting this, I'm listening and I'm doing it, right? Of course, I always suggest like, you know, take calculated risk. Don't take out loans to do crypto. whatever, like
only put in what you can lose, right? That's one of the big keys, like only put in what you can afford to lose.
There we go.
And this isn't for anyone ever that is like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to put the rest of my savings in there and I'm going to become rich, because this is not it. It's if you have extra capital, not financial advice, but I'm just saying the way to play that. If somebody comes with me and they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm broke, like I really, really need this, I have to respectfully just tell them, like, I'm sorry, this isn't for you. You cannot come with the energy of fear or needing or scarcity in this space. It has to be from a trust, a disconnect, a just like, okay, let's play, let's go in, let's see what can happen. Otherwise, the universe, like you said, is always testing us, right? It's always testing us. So it's going to bring up, if you have fear, if you have lack, if you have any of these inside of you, it's going to translate through your crypto. You're going to see that reflected. So you really need to come from an energy of confidence, of empowerment, of knowing what you're doing, of having education, not just going off of your intuition. Oh, this coin is sparkly and its name's Sparkle and I love sparkles, I'm going to buy it. No.
I can't buy unicorn and marshmallows. What do you mean? What? You just
this is like, no, this is not. This is literally really learning and understanding the bigger picture of all of this. And if enough of us decide, like, yes, this is worth something, then it will become that, because we, the people, are what give value. We give value to the dollar because we all agree. We've given value to Bitcoin because we've all agreed, you know, and so now it's $60,000, $70,000 when, you know, in our lifetime, we had the opportunity to buy it at $5, you know, but those people who made it to now that are holding $70,000 Bitcoin, imagine how much ridicule, how much they've had to hold through, how much fear, ups and downs, round and round. They had to hold and hold and hold for 12 years to see this today.
Wow.
You know, and that takes some serious faith, holding a vision bigger than yourself, knowing, yes, I can make it there, even when everyone's telling you no, 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 no. And the markets are going up and down, up and down. You know, you believe it and you created it through your belief. I've always known I'm going to be rich. I've always known that I am going to be rich. And it took me a while to actually like activate those codes. But when I did, it finally started coming in. When I remembered how worthy I am and how I literally came here to create community and to like anchor in a heaven on earth while the rest of the world is, you know, in chaos. I know that God is going to support me and it's going to bring me the abundance that I need. And thank you to the internet, because the internet has made it so possible. Crypto is not just the only way, right? Like you said, selling products, like that's a huge one. Like you're saying with Amazon, right? One of our mentors is a mentor who's making like $50 million a month on Amazon. You know, we've been taking mentoring. Yeah. Big guy. And he's younger than me, you know, he's just turned 30. Like, and it's amazing because there's just so much, even if you were to buy gold 5 years ago, right? If people could just diversifying, just putting your money in something that's growing wealth, even art, you know, it's just investing in yourself, making yourself valuable, creating a skill where you can help people and serve. Like all of these things can bring you so much wealth, but this is just one way that you can diversify and play in the crypto realm. And that's why I love bringing it to people because it is exciting. It does transfer these codes because, babes, I've been broke. I have been scammed in crypto. I have gone through all of it. I lost my whole crypto portfolio, the whole thing hacked, gone. You know, and I was like, I will never do crypto again. And then 3 years later, I had money to invest and I was like, you know what? I know there's something in this, because I think if you intuitively feel that, like, oh, which you felt, right, for so long, even though it took you a long time to act on it, you knew, you know, intuitively that there's something there. You just weren't sure what. And I had that.
But
and so when I went in, oh, yep. That's
no, yeah, no, please.
Oh,
yeah.
When I went in, I the second time I was like, I'm going to do this differently, right? I'm going to get a mentor.
Right.
I'm going to learn. I'm not just going to like just randomly blindly buy things because I think it's going to go up, or I like the name, or my friend told me. Like, I got an education, and through that education, that's how I was able to make the money. And I took 3K and I turned it into 6 figures in an 8-month period during the bull market, because crypto moves in cycles, right? There's a bear market and there's a bull market. There's 3 years of it sleeping and doing nothing. And then there's only 1 year where everything starts to spike up and move.
And you think
that's what we're at the beginning at right
so I was
now.
going to say the bull's about to start. Oh my God. So this is the right time. I mean, it's funny because yesterday I was thinking, like, because we'd spoken and we were going to invest a certain amount. And then I was like, I'm doubling that amount. And it was funny because the first thing that came up was, are you ready? Are you okay to like lose that if you did? And I was like, yes. Like that's what I had to be comfortable with first. But I felt normally I would be like, ooh, but I actually didn't feel that. I actually felt confidence. I was like, no, like I just trust that this is actually going to bring back so much, yield so much more. And that's also having done some inner work, right? It's like trusting. It's like also aligning with the right mentors. Like this is like to help people align with the right mentor. So, you know, you've got a much higher chance of winning than losing when you're doing that, right? And it's like in anything in life. Like I just had to get rid of a mentor I had because it was like he's not going to make me win, right? And I had to like align myself to newer mentors that are like going to make me win. It's like with anything in life, right? So it's the same. So I totally am on board with this. And I definitely feel that we have to, especially for those who want to build new earth, build like, you know, off-grid systems, communities. Even if you don't want to, I'm just saying if you want to, there's even more reason for you to come in. I know that you have an amazing community right now. Crypto Kingdom, is that correct? Right. So you have a monthly subscription. Is that what's how do people get into that, babe?
Yeah. So the first step is honestly taking the beginner's course. And if you go on my website, it will say like start here in big letters, beginner's course. And that's first. You need the whole education, how to buy, how to sell, you know, the list of coins, doing your due diligence, learning how to research. You know, I'm not doing anything for you. I'm just guiding you to the right information, knowing how to stay away from scams, all of these really, really, really important things. How I cash out, you know, like when my money does a 3x, I take out my seed money. So there's no risk, you know, these things that people don't think about. All of this is in there to support you. And then after you're done with that beginner's course, there's 2 ways you can get ongoing support. You can book a one-on-one call with me, or you can join a Telegram group, which gives a 1 call a month update, and you can ask all of your questions in there, and everyone connects. There's like, you can put your offerings in there. It's a really open space for people to just get to know each other and share and ask questions. And then we have our Crypto Kingdom membership at $99 a month, where you get like a full crypto education. There's a 90-minute call every single week. And that's most run by me and my husband, but he mostly takes over those calls. And then you get like the full update. So you get to understand like, okay, what's going on with my investment this week? Like what are the news? And we do, you know, money mindset stuff in there. We help people move through, you know, fears or just different blocks that they have. It's such a valuable community, and every person in that community, of course, is so like-minded and have the dream of owning land, homeschooling their kids, becoming sovereign, growing their own food. It's amazing because we're all generating that vision together. The more of us that can have that vision and hold that light and see that, the more energy we're creating for that to happen. And so it's incredible because that's what that group has turned into, because that's been our intention from the beginning, because that's what we wanted for ourselves. And then people are like, yes, me too, me too. And so it's like beautiful, because even though maybe, I mean, everyone's gonna, you know, start their own communities. We don't all live in the same place in the world, but we are learning together on how to do that and how to take those steps.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I think being together is community right now more than anything. Like I feel secure going into community. We need to be held. We need to be together. Everything just feels so much juicier. I'm like, what are we doing it for if we're not here to like co-create a new world and do it all together? So I'm super with you. And what I would love from you is to know if people come to you saying, okay, we heard about you through Dripping in Devotion, through Aquaria Ra, do they get any like, I don't know, something yummy from you as an extra or a gift or something? Like, what can you offer there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would love to give you guys $50 off the beginner's course to start.
Wow, there you
Yeah.
go. Look at that, guys. So go over, tell Ombiya that you're coming through Dripping in Devotion or through Aquaria Rao. She speaks truth. Or that crazy badass woman who's always online talking about controversial topics. And go
I
get
love it.
it off. Like, go join. Now is the time. We are exactly at the beginning of this bull now period. It is the time. Don't lose out. I literally made this flash podcast happen with Ombiya because I was like, if it's now, like, we can't wait till the end of the summer, let's just get this going, you know. And I really believe in what she's doing, and I want to bring as many of my people to her and us and this as possible so that we can really get this movement going. So super excited, super grateful. And Ombiya, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge and your wisdom. I know there's so much more, but let them join your groups to get more juicy info. And I will put all your details in the bottom of this podcast so that they can contact you. And she has something really juicy coming out in a couple months' time, like something really like, and I'm involved in that project with her. So we're really excited. So like, yeah, we just keep watching this space, guys, and follow my sister and follow this and follow that, and just like choose your people and put all your energy and effort into that, because where you put your energy, where your attention goes, your energy flows, and that's what grows. So if you want money, wealth, wisdom, love, prosperity, sexy, juicy, orgasmic living, then like invest in that. And then she awakens, my little juicy orgasmic little dog, Isis. Hi babe, you back from
beautiful.
Land. All right. All right, my beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me, love.
Thank you so much. Sending you so much love. And yeah, really excited to see how many people end up joining the movement. It's time, guys.
Yeah, it's time.
Birthing. Don't waste time. And if you're hesitant, go ask Ombiya questions. You can contact her via Instagram or her email. I'll have it all in the bottom, but just go ask her questions. Don't sit on the edge in fear or like, you know, ask questions. That's how you grow and like learn and move forwards. All right.
100%.
I love you.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank
Blessings.
you.
Blessings.